Hello amazing people. In this tutorial I will show you how to go about designing flyers like this using Pixellab. So let's get started. Okay, so I've gone default now, so I've erased everything there. So the first thing I want to do is I want to bring in a shape. Just watch what I'm doing. This is a rectangle, right? Then I just stretch it. I stretch it out. After stretching it to my comfort, then radius, you can see what I did to the radius. Okay, you can see what I did. Just increase the size. Then after that, I want to pick my preferred color, so I'll be working with this pink and creamy white color. So I've chosen pink. Okay, so the next thing I want to do now is I want to duplicate this same shape right here. So I just copy. So after doing that, I move it a little bit more inside. Yes, so it looks something more of a design, as you can see. Then I duplicate again, then this one comes out even more. Okay, but this time I'll increase the width so it looks a bit fatter than the first one, as you can see. Okay, so then finally I duplicate another one, which will be like the last part of it. Okay, as you can see. So I want to adjust this in a bit. Because there some image will still come into work. Yes, they'll still come into place around here, so I'm increasing it in a bit. Okay, just put your hand in. Okay, as you can see, now just increase the width of this right here. Okay, as you can see. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to come to this tab right here. Okay, then I select color, I click on color, then I pick my preferred color. I pick my preferred color, as you can see. So this is my preferred color. Then I select the check icon. The next thing I want to do is I want to lock up everything to avoid it moving when I'm working with other shapes. So the first thing I want to do is I want to start inputting various information. Okay, I'll start with the first thing that is there. Okay, which is donut. Okay, so I'm going to input D first. So I come to the text tab. Okay, so now I'll go pick up my favorite font for this. So in this I'll be using the crit round. Okay, so now I'm going to reduce it a bit more than this. Okay, so I click on this bar up here. So then I click on this. So the reason I want to use this is because I want to make sure they are properly aligned. Okay, so okay, as you can see, now I have my D. So after you have set it, just click on to undo. Then now I want to move this closer, so I'm going to do that manually. Okay, you can see. So I've moved it to the line right there, as you can see. Okay, Okay, now I want to pick a color, so I'll be working with these two colors. Okay, don't try to make a work with various colors, because you end up making the design look horrible. So I'm working with just three colors: creamy white, pink and yellow. Okay, so now I want to bring in an image. You can see. So now I want to erase this background. I just come to the shape tab here, then I click on erase color. I'll enable it. Then the tolerance, I'm going to increase it. I'm going to increase the tolerance. Okay, don't overdo it, because if you overdo it, it will start erasing off some important part of the image. So I undo this. So I want to make sure this is a bit bigger than the letter D. Okay, so I'm okay with this, as you can see. Okay, so now I just click on D, then I duplicate, then I write the remaining part. We have not. Okay, you can see that I just reduce the size, then position it on the line. You can see this is the use or usefulness of the line. Sorry. Okay, as you can see. So the next I want to input is some more text. Okay, very quickly. Galleria. Okay, just watch. Now I'm going to pick a font. So I'm going to be using this. Yes, I'm going to be using this. So I just increase it a bit, adjust it right under. Okay, then I pick a color, then I select yellow, as you can see. Okay, now I want to increase this a bit. Okay, I'm trying to position it right under the end, and I have successfully done that. Then I come to bold to give it more boldness, as you can see. So now I want to input some more text. Okay, so you can see I'm just going to be working with two fonts throughout this tutorial. So we have box of plain donut. Okay, so that we have about. Okay, so I want to make sure I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 1. Okay, let me leave that. Okay, now I want to use the same font. If you notice, I'm not just using any about 10 to 15 fonts. So just focus on a couple of fonts, and trust me, you are good to go. If you try to fit all fonts in, that's very unprofessional. So I'm going to pick white or creamy color, as you can see. So I want to reduce this a bit more. So now I'm going to move it right to the line, so to make sure that all the text are well aligned. So I'm going to duplicate now. So the next thing I'm writing is similar to this. Okay, I have the box of filled donuts. Okay, then I just move them in properly. You can reduce this is the speed of the movements you want, so you can reduce it to depending on how you want it. So I don't want it to be too fast for. Okay, so filled donut. Then I have the glazed donut. Okay, so I want to position it properly, so you can see. Okay, so I want to move this a bit down. You can even take your time to set the line. Just click on this that I click on. You can see why I click on this particular one. So if you want more lines, okay, to make your work look well aligned, because a good alignment in a graphics is a good design. Okay, but I want to do that here because it will take a very long time just for you to understand the concept. So let's move on. Now I want to add the prices. Okay, so I'm just going to duplicate, then I'm going to impute the prices. I have 1,200. So then I want to okay, so I'm now going to move it. I'm going to move it to each of the, okay, you can see the more I increase this, the faster it goes. Okay, so I'm going to give it another color, as you can see. So now I'm going to just duplicate this also. Okay, so I'm going to impute the next price. I have 1.5. Okay, so same thing. Okay, then copy. Then I have 2,500. Okay, so I'm going to increase this a bit more. So I want to check the size of this time, so I can see now it's 33. So it's easier for me to work with something now. So I have 33. Then I just move it manually to where I want. Okay, you can see. So now I want to write some more text. Okay, it's a graphics, it's a flyer, so shouldn't be surprised. There are various texts coming in. So I have the toppings. So this, I can increase this a bit since it's like another layer, but I'm just going to make sure it's about the middle. Increase it a bit more. Okay, so now I'm going to give it color yellow. Okay, so now I'm going to impute other necessary details. Okay, Oreos. I have the coconut. We have the chocolate. I have the strawberry. Okay, so as you can see, the font has already been, it's still the same font, so I haven't changed anything. So you can see, so I'm just increasing it a bit, so make sure not to overdo it. So I'm trying to make it like under the O of the toppings. You can see, so now it's great. You can see. So the next thing I want to do now is to bring in some PNGs. I'm sure I've provided it for you guys before the video. If I haven't, make sure after watching the video you ask me about it. So okay, nope, I'm not using this. So I just go to my gallery. Okay, these are various PNGs. Okay, I want to use an iPhone PNG, so that's what I'm looking for. Okay, here is it. So I just click on it. You can see. Just wait patiently. Okay, then right below this, you can reduce the size a bit more. Okay, so you can see I'm going to on this line now just to make sure the iPhone 2 is in line with the text. You can see. Okay, you can see now. I just move it closer. I move it closer. Okay, you can see. So it's great. Now I'm going to select the color. Okay, great. Now I want to add a number. Okay, let me delete this instead of just picking a font. So I'm going to work with something that has been written. So I just come to the text bar. You can see we have +23 +234 000 whatever. Okay, so now I just increase the size, or let me put call. Yes, it's more specific. Call. So you can see. Okay, let me put. You can see. So you just make it, just position properly. That's just the key. Position is properly and reduce the size a bit so all your texts are not just huge. Okay, reduce it a bit. You can see. Then I'm going to pick color. You can see. Okay, now I want to add a bit of design to it. I'm done with all the text. Okay, so I want to add a bit of design. I'm going to click on shapes. Then I'm going to click on this love shape here. Just watch what I'm going to do. I know you can see what I'm doing. Then I'm going to pick a color. Just watch. Now I'm just going to duplicate. You can see. I want to duplicate. This will be like a design around the flyer. You can see. So now I'm going to come to this color here, then pick another color. You can see. Then I just duplicate. You can see. Then I off. Then I duplicate. After duplicating, I just move it about. Okay. So I duplicate. Okay, you can see. So I duplicate. You can see what I'm doing. Yes, I know you can. So you can see, very simple. So this is basically what designs are all about. It's just about you using elements, text, shapes to just come out with something beautiful. Okay, you can see, just something simple. You can see. Okay, so I just move it to where I want it to be. So we're almost done. Okay, you can see. So okay, let me duplicate more. Okay, duplicate. Okay, so let's make some down around here. Okay, you can see. Okay, let me make this white. You can see. So still duplicate. Okay, let's put one here, right here. You can see. Okay, you can see the design is becoming more beautiful. Okay. Okay, I'm not done. Almost. So you need to be patient about it. You don't have to rush it. Take your time. Okay, this is just to give you an idea, because you can do better things than this. Okay, you can see. So now my flyer is half done. Then the next thing I want to do is I want to bring in a donut image. I've written the text. Let's show them what we're selling. So here's an image of a donut. So I'll come to this part that says erase color. So remove this white away. Okay, then I just increase the tolerance a bit. Make sure not to overdo it. You can see what I'm saying. If you overdo it, it's like all your this thing is going to be transparent. So just be moderate. Be moderate about it. Be moderate. Okay, so you can just reduce the size a bit, then you can drag it down, you can see now our flyer is ready. After we're done, just save as image. You can see, okay, you can just save. That's the end of the tutorial. I hope I am not missing anything there. Okay, so that's basically how to design another simple flyer using Pixellab. Much love. Thank you for watching. God bless.